Welcome back. Hopefully this will help you understand how to build a drop-down menu. This drop-down menu will be done completely in CSS, and it is just the basics of what you need to understand how to make your own drop-down menus. Like I said, this is not going to be an attractive drop-down menu. The only purpose is to help you understand the mechanics and the CSS code behind a drop-down menu. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I personally kind of struggled with drop-down menus, and it was because a lot of the tutorials I felt were a little overcomplicated. It could have been done simpler. So this, like I said, it's just the basics. This is not going to be pretty. All I've done so far, just to get us started, is I've created a nav with an unordered list and 3 list items, and there are links, the link tags inside of the list items, and it has an ID, and I just put ID nm navigation menu, and that is what you see over here, just 1, 2, and 3. Now I went ahead and just coded this in here really quick as well, and I'll uncomment it. So I just changed the background color. This tag is the nav menu UL, so unordered list. Now, I'm going to explain this really quick. Hopefully you already know what this kind of targeting means in CSS, but if you don't, it's very simple. You have an ID. If you don't watch this video if you don't know what an ID is, or a class, right? You got to go study that stuff first before you can understand drop-down menus. But if you don't know this, all it's saying is find the ID, so nav menu, and then target UL. So we're going to be doing a number of these. We're going to go, to make the menus. We're going to be going like 2, 3, 4 tags deep. So we want to go. So all this is saying is find the ID, and then find the unordered lists inside the ID, and that's what we did here. We changed the background color, and then we set the padding to 0 because they come with like 18 pixels of padding or something weird. So you can see over here, change the background to black, and then pushed everything over. Now, next, unordered list item. So just to make sure, unordered list item, it's saying find the ID, find the unordered list, and then find the list items inside that unordered list. And what we want to do is we want to go display inline block, and you're going to see what's going to happen over here. It's going to line them up in a line, so inline. Now, if you don't know what display inline block is, I'm not going to really go into that, but that might be why you're struggling with drop-down menus if you are. Inline, there's block, and then there's inline block. So there's 3 different types of ways you can use this display attribute in CSS. You've got to understand, there's 2 things that are crucial for drop-down menus. You won't understand them if you don't understand those attributes. So this is one of them. So like I said, if you're struggling with drop-down menus, go there. Now we're going to go one deeper into the code. So this UL unordered list item A tag. So once again, it's going unordered list, or ID unordered list item, and A. And what we want to do there is we want to just add some padding. I'm just doing this. It's technically not necessary for the drop down, but hopefully it'll just make it look a little nicer, I guess. 10 pixels. Hopefully you understand with padding, this is saying 5 pixels on the top and bottom, 10 pixels on the left and right. Okay? Now watch carefully when I come over here and refresh. You're going to see it is going to add the 10 pixels on the left and right, but if you notice, it is not going to add the 5 on the top and bottom. See, now, so to fix that, we need to also go display inline block. So this is crucial, once again, understanding the display categories. See how it got larger there? It's once again crucial that you understand display inline block. Now I'm going to do a little hover effect and just change the background color, I guess, to, I don't know, I'll go 822, and that'll give us just a little hover effect. Okay, not very pretty, but hopefully you understand up to this point, because now we're going to actually add the menu that's going to drop down. If you notice, we only had one menu in here. So now we're going to go ahead and add that, that second menu. Just going to cut this one, plop it in here, change this so you can see what's going on. Now this is when things are going to get a little wonky, and hopefully you'll understand what's going on after I explain this. So we added the menu. What happened here? Why did it get, it looks out of order. You know, it looks kind of out of order. But what you need to understand is this is now, it's affecting where this menu is because of the way it renders on the page. What we have to do is we have to get this drop down, this this second unordered list to where it is not affecting the original list. And to do that, oops. So UL, go find the tag, and then it finds UL, and then the UL that's inside of the UL. So come back up here, and we need to go position absolute. And now you can see it is not affecting it anymore. This is back to where it was. Now, just we don't want to do this to make the menu, but if you don't understand position absolute, you won't understand drop-down menus. So I'm just going to do this to kind of show you just a quick preview of what absolute means. It basically kind of frees it from the normal flow of the page. So you can see with position absolute, you can use this top, left, right, and bottom, and you can just push it around wherever you want. You can see I added 100 pixels to the top, and it just pushed it down here. And you can do that with, I mean, you could push it wherever you want. You could push it, you know, wherever you want it on the page. We don't want to do that. I just did that so you can kind of see what position absolute does. But this position absolute and display inline block, if you're struggling with drop-down menus, both of those are probably, I would guess, the reason why they're kind of hard, kind of making it hard for you to get drop-down menus. So next thing you want to do, because it's a drop-down menu, you want to display it block. I'm going to display it as a block. Wait, oops. The list item as a block. There we go. So the block makes it basically stacked like that. Simple way to say it, I guess. So now we have our menu built, but it doesn't hide, right? So what we want to do is we want to hide it now. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Just right up here, display none. In display none, we'll just hide it. It'll be no display. It won't even be on the page. So you refresh that and it goes away. So the only thing we have left to do is show it, li, and we do that with a hover, and I'll explain this in detail in just a second after I type out the code. And there you go. That's the drop-down menu. I couldn't think of a way to make it any simpler than that. But this will give you the concept of what you're doing. First thing you do, style your original list, right? How you want it. Then put in your next list and detach it from the old list with position absolute. Detach is not the technical term for it, but hopefully it helps you understand. Like it's taking it away from it, so it's not affecting it anymore. And then hide it, and then use a hover effect to display it. Now, this I need to explain this really quick. This is weird. Well, it's not weird. It's just if you don't pay attention, you won't know what it means. It's saying unordered list items. So 1, 2, 3, right? These are your list items. Hover. So when you hover, do something to this. Do something to the unordered list that's in any unordered list that is inside this LI. So, and then just display block. So it changes its display from what it was, none, to block. So I hope this helps. You could put an arrow there if you want to make, I don't know, I mean, the tutorial is pretty much done, but if you want to make like multiples that, you know, keep going down, you need to put this arrow there, and then that'll help you. But anyways, I hope that was helpful for you in understanding drop-down menus in CSS, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like 7 different targets that you need to use for this menu. So that's pretty simple. All right, thank you. Have a good day.